Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today's thought of the day is going to be dealing with the idea of loneliness. If the video is helpful, please be so kind as to like it, comment on it, or share it. Thank you for that. Here we go. You may sometimes feel lonely, but you are in truth never alone. Imagine having a story within you, and then you sharing the story with others. That story remains within them, but it still is also within you. And yet, not only is it within you, but it is strengthened within you because of you sharing it. Because the more you share it, the more you know it. Now imagine God's source, love, himself, herself, itself. In a moment in time thinking, and that thought becoming you. You are God's loving thought here on earth. You are God's loving story here on earth. And the more you share this love, the more you realize that this is truly so. The more you share this love through many of love's expressions such as kindness, compassion, generosity, forgiveness, peace, joy. The more you share this with others, the more you strengthen it within yourself. And not only do you strengthen it within yourself, that love, but you also strengthen your connection to God, to love itself, to oneness. And the more you see that we are all indeed one. And so today, when the ego's little mad idea of loneliness, that you can be alone, is experienced, is thought of, let us not do what the ego insists upon. Let us not focus on that little idea of loneliness and make it bigger and bigger by focusing our time and energy on it. It's just a little idea that only we can grow. Instead, let us do three things. Let us see this thought from the ego of loneliness as actually a call from the universe asking us to unite once again with God, with love. So that'll be step number one, is not focusing on the loneliness, which the ego would have us do, but instead see it as a call to action from the universe to align with oneness, with love, with God. Second, let us feel this love. Imagine yourself as a sponge and feeling this love coming in and feeling God within you. And then offer this gratitude to God for being a part of you, and for being a part of this oneness. So part two is just feel this love like a sponge, feel it coming in. Spend a little time there and then offer gratitude. And then the third part is just to share it with your brothers and sisters. Share love in whichever ways come most naturally to you. Whichever ways those are, share that with your brothers and sisters. And the more you share love, whatever ways fit you best, the more you strengthen this love within you. This connection to love, to God, to source, to oneness. And so let us not buy into this little idea of the ego has that we're somehow separate from others, from God, from love. We are love. This is who in truth we are. And today, and any other day, whenever the little thought of loneliness comes to your mind, don't judge yourself as being bad or less spiritual because you have that thought. Instead, remember that it's a thought of the ego, and the ego itself is not real. Only we can increase the unreality and make it a bigger part of our life if we put our time and energy on it. Instead, when that thought comes in from the ego, let us see it instead as a call to action from the universe to align with it, with her, with him, with God, with source. And then let us offer this truth to our brothers and sisters. And as we do, we feel that connection we have to our brothers and sisters. We feel that connection we have to God's source. We strengthen that connection we have to God's source by offering our truth, the loving story that who we are, to others. And when we do that, we feel this oneness. And the more we do this, the more we feel this oneness with our brothers and sisters, with God, with love, the less this idea comes into our mind. And the less this idea of loneliness comes into our mind, the more it begins to dissolve from our life. And the more this dissolves, from our life disillusion, the more the truth within us awakens. And when it awakens, it just wants to be shared. So let us do that today. Let us share who in truth we are. Love, our oneness with our brothers and sisters. And in doing so, let the illusion of loneliness forever go. Thank you so much for your time. I love you very much. If you'd be so kind as to like, comment, or share this video, it would help with the listing process, and it might help somebody find this information someday who can use it. If you'd like to leave me a question or a comment, I would be delighted to try and offer a response. And if you can please subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you in that community. Again, thank you for your time. I love you very much. And God willing, we will see each other tomorrow. Peace.